Hi Glenn and David, this is Brian Meek again. I wanted to send you a quick little video of the interior of your vehicle, some of the functions and operation of the vehicle. If you need more explanation on some of these items, feel free to check out YouTube and go to the Buick channel, and there's instructional videos on how to use certain aspects of the vehicle. But I wanted to give you a quick overview of the interior in case my salesman Joe doesn't have an opportunity to go through everything with you. So on the driver's side door, you'll see that you have your power locks, your power windows. This is your power mirror setting as well, which is a very nice feature to have. Right below your left leg is your memory seat options, and you can set those once you get your the mirrors set. Once you get the seat set to where you're comfortable, just press and hold down the number 1 button until it beeps, and then you can do that for a second driver with the number 2 option. I want to show you on the turn signal here, this menu button. When you press that menu button, it actually adjusts the menu that's in your center console. So as I press that menu button, you'll notice that it goes to the vehicle information menu. And then to turn or to change screens, you use this outer edge and you twist up or twist down to change. So as I twist up and down, you'll see it changes. There's your oil life, tire pressure, and back to the US units. If I press the menu button again, it goes to your trip and fuel information, and as you scroll through here, there's your current speed digitally, a timer, your average vehicle speed, your fuel economy, fuel range, trip 1 and trip 2. So you have all those different options, and those are all controlled from your turn signal that's located just to the left of the steering wheel. You'll also notice over here you have the auto headlight setting, and then this is your dimmer light for your dash, so you can brighten or dim the lights. Here's your cruise control settings. When you press this, you'll notice back in the background that the light comes on, showing that your cruise control is on. To set it, press down, and to resume, press up. Then if you want to cancel, you just press this button and that will cancel it. You'll also notice this button up here. This is your forward collision warning. And when I press that, you'll see it turns up here. That's the furthest. Then there's medium, and then there's a short distance, and then you can actually turn it off completely. So for right now, we have it defaulted to the highest setting. And you can change those settings just by pressing this button here. So the forward lane, the forward collision system monitors traffic ahead of you, and if you're approaching too quickly, it will notify you with an audible beep. So that's a good thing to have, a very nice safety feature. Over here are your Bluetooth settings. This is so you can make a phone call or answer a phone call, and then this was to hang up. If you press it once, it also mutes the audio, so if you pull up to a drive-through and you want to mute the audio, you can do that. You can change your radio stations as well as change the source by pressing the button in, and then change your volume controls here. And of course you have your windshield wipers, and this changes the intermediate timer setting. So those are the general controls there. What gets a little bit confusing sometimes is the radio and some of the AC controls. So let's take a quick peek at the AC controls. One of the nice features is that you do have the auto setting here, and by pressing that you turn the auto on, and then basically you control the temperature with like a thermostat. If you set it to 72 degrees, the vehicle will automatically adjust fan speeds as well as direction of the flow of air to get you the cabin temperature to that 72 degrees, and then it will keep it there so you don't have to keep adjusting the fan speed. It's a nice feature to have. Also, you'll notice here the heated steering wheel. It's going to come in very handy for you in the wintertime to keep your hands warm. If you want to adjust the fan manually, you have the options here to adjust the fans. This shows you the direction of airflow, and then your button here and here are for your heated seats. You press it once, and that's high, medium, low, and then off. So pretty straightforward there. The other nice thing is that you do have lane departure sensors. So if you begin to drift into the lane next to you or onto the shoulder without your turn signal on, this will notify you that you are departing from your lane, and it's a safety feature. You can disable that by turning the light on. The default setting is always turned on though. This is your parking assist. That's the beeps that you hear as you come closer to an object. You can disable those as well, but they default to the on position as well. And then this is the child safety lock for the rear seat. So if you have any children in the back seat, you can press that. It will lock their doors so they cannot be opened from the inside. Now for the radio, as I mentioned, sometimes the radio can be a little bit daunting because of the technology, but it is very easy to use once you get used to it. You'll notice on the screen there's 6 applications up there. You'll notice that there are 2 in the bottom left hand that are not highlighted, and that's the Pandora and the Stitcher. Those will only come on when you have a phone that is equipped with those programs and it's plugged into the USB port, and I'll show you that in a moment. But to navigate on the radio controls, the center button here allows you to move to the different icons. And you can scroll around and then you can go to the next. And to press and to select it, you press this outer ring, you press it in. Not this center button. Press the outer ring and you press that in and it will select whatever you have highlighted. So right now we have, let's go to the, scroll over to the next. Let's go. There are 3 home pages basically. So the one that's highlighted now says now playing. When I select that, it's going to take us to the radio, which is showing us what is playing currently. And you'll notice that it's playing 97.9. And you can adjust by turning here. You can tune forward or backwards to select the radio station that you would like. You also have your presets here, which correlate to your presets up at the top here. If you want to set a preset, all you do is you simply press in the button that you want to preset the station to and hold it until you hear it beeps. Now there are this is not a touch screen system, so you do have to use the functionality of the buttons here. This is your home button. When you press home, it always takes you to this screen with the application icons. If you press the source button, it'll automatically show you AM, FM, XM, or if you have Pandora or Stitcher available, it'll show you those options as well. Here is your navigation button, so let's press that. And that takes you to the navigation screen. Once you're in the navigation screen, if you'd like to, you can press this button, which is your destination/nav button. And you'll see the options that you have there. You can put in a specific address. You can view points of entry or points of interest. You can, if you have previous destinations that you've used, or you can save an address book. So there's all kinds of different options here that you can select, and it will take you straight to it. But the navigation screen is a very handy feature. Definitely want to take a look at the book on that because there are a lot of features that you can utilize. Here's your configuration, which takes you into the settings. So you can scroll through your settings, time and date, radio, phone, and so forth. In the phone settings, here's where you would pair your phone. You just select pair device and follow the prompts. Make sure that your phone's Bluetooth is turned on, and it will walk you right through the steps to how to pair your phone. Once you have your phone paired, you can choose your device list, and you can see you can have up to 5 devices at one time paired to the Bluetooth, and you select which one works best for you. Now when you're in a screen, there is the back button right here. You just press the back button and it takes you to the previous screen that you were on. So that's a little walkthrough. I know this video may seem a little bit long, but I did want to go through some of the features with you. One thing that I did mention is that down here below is your USB and your auxiliary inputs. And then right next to that is a power source outlet that you can plug in for power. But with your USB cable, you can plug your smartphone in and it will charge as you're driving. The other nice thing is that you do have a manual mode option, and then you are able to shift the gears up and down by using the thumb shifter located here on the gear shift. So I hope that this little walkthrough kind of helps. The other thing I do want to show you is the OnStar. So with the OnStar feature, you do get 6 months of OnStar directions and connections for free. and that allows you to call OnStar to get addresses. They can download the step-by-step directions to your nav. The button on the far right is a emergency services button. The only time you would need to use that is if there is an emergency or a natural disaster or catastrophe, such as a tornado or something of that nature. And then the button on the far left, if you subscribe to OnStar phone hands-free calling, that's the button you would use to make phone calls. But typically the button you'll use is right in the center, and that's the blue OnStar button. Up here on the headrest is your sunroof operation. So this will tilt and just vent the sunroof, and this will slide it back all the way. So just a couple of the features. I did want to try to present this to you, give you an opportunity to watch this a couple of times so you understand some of the functionality of the vehicle. If you do have further questions, feel free to ask Joe while he's there delivering the vehicle, or you can feel free to give me a call, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through everything that I can. Again, I appreciate your business. It's been a pleasure, and if you do have further questions, feel free to contact me directly at 970-352-1313. Thank you guys, and enjoy your day, and enjoy your Buick Encore.